Hello, guys. Good evening. Can you guys hear me? Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's great. So it is time for us to start the class. It's good to see you. If you can open your cameras, that would be amazing. I would appreciate that a lot because I wanted to see you guys. I wanted to see you. Open your cameras. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being on time. And before we get started, I can see just a couple of you. I cannot see Natalie. I cannot see Marjorie. I cannot see Ernesto. I cannot see Daniela. Please, guys, open your cameras. I cannot see Diana. Open your cameras. Good, great. Perfect. I can see you now. So before we get started, it would be great to know how was your day, guys. It's Friday already, so I guess that you're excited. We are almost on the weekend. We're going to have some of you may have some rest. Some of you, as myself, we gotta work or we gotta do some different activities. But I would like to know, guys, how was your day? So let me ask Fatima. Good evening, Fatima. How was your day? How was your day today?
Good.
It
All
was good.
good.
Okay, and what's that?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You don't know, but it was good. That's good. That's
Yes.
really great.
I'm going to rest.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you for sharing. Now let me ask Jacqueline. Jacqueline, do you have any plans for this upcoming weekend?
Hello, no plan, teacher.
Oh, there's
Uh,
no plans.
m- Maybe I have work, very mm, much work.
You have a lot of work for a weekend. Okay. I mean, we gotta take advantage of the time that we have on weekend. So if you gotta work, we gotta work. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Eric? Any plans for this weekend?
No, I don't have plan for this weekend.
Okay, so maybe you can get some rest, play some video games, watch some movies, or do something different, right? And we have here Ernesto. Hello, Ernesto. How are you doing today?
Teacher, él viene de camino,
Oh,
por eso no
okay.
puede abrir la cámara todavía.
Okay, that's great. We understand that. Perfect, guys. Thank you for sharing your plans for this upcoming weekend. The ones that gotta work, I mean, if we gotta work, we gotta work. And the ones that will get some rest, I envy you so much. But now it is time for us to start. Oh, we have a message from Ernesto right here. Okay. Don't worry. Drive safe. And once that you get home, you can open your camera and you can help us with your participation. There's no problem. So that being said, time's money, and we got to start learning. We got to start working in the activities that we have for today. We have a lot of different activities, so let's get started. But before to do that, and before to share the book and start with the exercise and then the work that we have for today, let me ask you guys, what did we learn on Wednesday? Did you guys remember what did we learn? I'm going to need a volunteer to tell me what did we learn on Wednesday.
Body parts.
Okay. Yes, we were talking about the body parts and we did some exercises related to that, right? What else did we learn on Wednesday? What else?
Going to.
Yes. That's totally right. We were talking about the going to. And for today's class, we also have a lot of different activities, and we're going to introduce a new topic. Let me share the book with you guys. Let me know once that you can see the book. Can you?
Yes,
Perfect.
Yes, yes, teacher.
Amazing. So the last topic that we were covering last Wednesday, it was this one related to word power, parts of the body. We were able to get the general knowledge about the body parts and also how we can use it. We were talking about this, and we performed this activity right here. I was able to go from breakout to breakout room, and you were doing this. Some of you were taking really full advantage of this exercise, and that's really amazing. And the last thing that we did, it was this conversation practice. Do you remember that we were like analyzing the image and why this guy is feeling sick? We were like guessing and all that stuff. So that was our last activity. For today, we're going to start with the grammar focus. This one right here, that is related to have plus noun, feel plus adjective. And here we have the basic structure that we gotta follow when we're talking about this particular have plus noun plus feel plus adjectives. Here we have some questions. The first one, I'm going to need someone helping me out reading the two questions that we have right here. Do I have a volunteer helping me out reading the questions that we have right here? Just these two. Thank you, Natalia. Can you please read the questions that we have right here?
okay. What's the matter? What's wrong? How are you? How do you feel?
Okay.
Continue.
Yes, please.
Continue.
Yes.
I have a stomach. I have a headset. I have the flu. I feel sick. I feel better. I don't feel well.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the reading and thank you for the help. So guys, here we have 4 different questions related to the way that we feel. The first one, it is, what's the matter? The second one, what's wrong? The third one, how are you? And the next one, how do you feel? Here we have a couple of answers that we can give when we're not feeling that good, when we're not feeling well. The first one is the one that we just got. I have stomach ache, stomach ache. Next one, I have headache, headache, headache. Next one, I have the flu. I feel sick. I feel better. I don't feel well. We have some negative adjectives that we can use, and we also have some positive adjectives. Let's get started with the negative adjectives. I need a volunteer helping me out reading the negative adjectives. Someone wants to help me out reading that one? Thank you, Kimberly. Please go ahead and read the negative adjectives.
Horrible, awful, terrible, miserable, fun. So only, only.
Yes, only the negative. And as you can see, guys, the way that it sounds, we identify that they are negative. Imagine you saying, how do you feel? Well, I feel miserable. It's kind of strong, right? It's really negative. What about the positive adjectives? Eric, can you please help us out reading the positive adjectives?
Fine, great, terrific, and fantastic.
Okay, thank you. And I mean, we can clearly see the difference, right, between the negative and the positive. We always wanted to say, how do you feel? Well, I feel fantastic. I feel great. I feel terrific. We don't want to say, I feel terrible. I feel awful, horrible, or miserable. And here are a couple of ways that we can answer, or we can reply whenever we get this question. Here we have a grammar structure, guys, that it is important for us to have it handy. And this is the one. Have plus noun, feel plus adjective. I'm going to need someone helping me out reading the instructions that we have right here. Do I have a volunteer just to read the instructions, guys? Okay, thank you, Natalia. Please go ahead. Help me out with the instructions that we have right here related to feel plus adjective.
For most health problems, use A, and I am a cold. I have an rash with flu. Use the I have the flu, not I have a flu.
Okay, thank you. And here we have some basic grammar instructions that we gotta follow when we're talking about health problems. For most of them, as Natalia was saying, we gotta use A or N. And here we have a couple of examples. I have a cold. I have a cold. The next one, I have an earache. The next one, with the flu, it's kind of different because we're not supposed to use A or N. We gotta use the. I have the flu. We cannot say I have a flu, right? We gotta use the. And in order to give us some practice and in order to start like putting into practice the information that we're just getting, here we have an exercise. And we gotta complete the conversation, use the sentence in the box. Here we have the sentences that we gotta use. I think I have fever. Thanks. I feel awful actually. Yes, I'm going to call my doctor in a few minutes. Yes, I do. I have a stomachache. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? We're going to use these sentences that we have right here in order to complete the conversation that we have down here. Now, let me ask you guys, from what we have just checked, is there any question that you may have related about the usage or related to this particular activity that we're going to complete? Basically, fill in the blanks with the sentences that we have on top. Is it clear what we're going to do?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Perfect. So that being said, it is time for us to start getting some practice. I'm going to create the breakout rooms right now so we can start working on this couple of exercise, filling these blanks using these sentences that we have right here. And I'll be going from breakout room to breakout room. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, okay? So give me just 1 second. And I'm going to create the breakout rooms right now. Here we go. We're going to have just 5 minutes to do this, guys. Then we're going to share it. Here we go. I'm going to send the screenshot to the WhatsApp group as well, so you can have it as reference.
Hola, buenas noches.
Hola, buenas noches.
Eh, Dijiste, pero vuelvo a conectar, no sé qué vamos a
Mm, Fíjese que le escucho entrecortado. No sé si me consultaba qué es lo que vamos a hacer.
¿Se me escucha?
Okay, guys. Thank you. I was checking the breakout rooms and I was able to see that all of you were working on this. It was an easy exercise and you were doing it, and some of you were actually practicing, which I really like. I like it a lot that you were like going one step further and doing some extra work, and that's really important. So before to move on, guys, we're going to check out the answers that we have right here related to this exercise. So I'm going to call one of you and you're going to give me the answer that you got with your team. So the first one, I'm going to need someone helping me out reading, just reading, not the answer, just reading letter A and letter B. And let me ask Giovanni. Giovanni, can you please help me out reading letter A and letter B?
Yes, teacher. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? I'm terrific, thanks. How about you?
Okay, thank you. Now, I'm going to need the answer for letter 8, and I'm going to ask, let me see, Allison, can you please give me the answer for letter 8?
Yes, I feel awful actually.
Okay, thank you. What about letter B? I need someone else helping me out reading that one. And I'm going to ask, let me see. Oh, we have a volunteer. So Jose, can you please help me out reading letter B and also giving me the answer for letter A?
Oh no, what's the matter? I think I have a fever.
Thank you. What about the next one? Letter B and letter A. I need someone helping me out reading letter B and also giving me the answer, which is letter A. Thank you, Kimberly. Please go ahead.
That's too bad. Do you have a headache? Yes, I do. And I have a stomach ache too.
Okay, that person is feeling really bad, right? Headache and stomach ache at the same time. Well, let's move on to the next one. Letter B and letter A. I'm going to need someone else and I'm going to ask Diana. Diana Estefania, can you please help me out with letter A and letter B? Letter B and letter A.
Are you going to see a doctor? Yes, I'm going to call my doctor in a few minutes.
Perfect. And next one, letter B and letter A. I'm going to ask Emily. Emily, can you please give me the, first of all, can you please read letter B and then give me the answers for letter A? Go.
Well, Phil Peterson, thanks.
That was easy, right? Thank you. Thank you, guys. So yes, you got the answers for this activity. And before to move on and go back to the main page and go back to another activity, let me ask you, is there any question that you may have related to this explanation, related to the practice that we just had, related to any new word that you find in this particular activity, or is it clear?
It's clear.
Clear like water. Okay, I like that. Perfect. So now let's move on with the grammar focus. And here we have something that it's going to be really great and useful for us because this is a listen and practice activity. He has a backache. I'm going to play the recording, so let's pay close attention to the pronunciation of each of the images that we have right here so we can imitate them, okay? So we can use it and we can get the proper pronunciation. So let me know if you can listen to the recording. I'm going to share the audio as well. And here we go.
Page 79.
Can we listen to the recording?
Yes, teacher. I
Yes,
can see
teacher.
the recording.
Thank you. So here we go.
9. Exercise 3. Part A. Listen and practice.
He has a backache.
He has an earache.
She has a headache.
He has a stomachache.
He has a toothache.
She has a cold.
He has a cough.
She has a fever.
He has the flu.
He has a sore throat.
Okay, we got the pronunciation of every single image that we have right here. Do you think that it was enough, or would you like to listen the pronunciation again? It's up to you guys.
Again, teacher.
Again.
Okay,
Again, teacher.
here we go.
Page 79. Exercise 3. Part A. Listen and practice.
He has a backache.
He has an earache.
She has a headache.
He has a stomachache.
He has a toothache.
She has a cold.
He has a cough.
She has a fever.
He has the flu.
He has a sore throat.
Okay, perfect. So guys, something that you probably notice when it comes to the pronunciation of this particular word is that there are like two words and they just join the sound, right? For example, if you pay a close attention to the first one, he has a backache, backache. The next one, ear ache. He has an earache. The next one, head and ache, headache, headache. Stomach ache, stomach ache. It's basically the same thing, right? Like they're just joining two different words. Um, perfect. Now that we already played the recording twice, let me ask you, are we ready to do some practice? Yes? No?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I like the
Yes.
attitude. I like that attitude. So what we're going to do right now, it's going to do some practice. But before to do that, give me just 1 second. Because we're going to perform a class activity. And here we have the instructions. Do we have someone that wants to help us out reading the instructions that we have right here on letter B?
I want to read
Please go ahead.
the instruction. Imagine you don't feel well today. Go around the class. Find out what's wrong with the classmate, with your classmate.
Thank you. So since we cannot go around the classroom, what we're going to do is we're going to work in pairs and we're going to ask the questions that we have right here. Please do not stay just with the answers that we have right here. We gotta use all the images that we have and make something up. I know that you're feeling good right now, but make something up. Create a story, why you have stomachache, why you have a backache. The purpose on this is that you start speaking and start making like providing like different information and also getting different information, asking questions. So that's the main purpose of this activity. So I'm going to go ahead and share a screenshot for this on the WhatsApp group so you can start practicing. I'm going to create the breakout rooms right now, but before to do that, let me ask you, is it clear what we're going to do right now?
It's clear, teacher.
It's clear.
Yes,
Amazing.
teacher.
Perfect. So I'm going to ask you for 1 minute because the battery of my mouse just died. I need to change it. Let me just go ahead and change it. Give me 1 minute and I'll be right back, okay? Thank you guys, and I do apologize for the technical issues. In just 1 moment, I'll go ahead and create the breakout rooms. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you for the participation and the activity as well. I was with some of you, and all of you were practicing, were doing some speaking, and some of you were even creating like reasons why that person might be sick, what might be in that way. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Keep doing that, guys, because that will help you with your vocabulary and also the way that you think in English. So please keep doing that. That being said, it is time for us to continue with this information. And here we have something that we didn't check before, because now it's the time for us to get some useful expressions. So whenever we're in this kind of conversation and someone is telling you that it's not feeling good or it is feeling good, there are some expressions that we can use that are really useful. And here we have a box with this information. I'm going to need someone helping me out reading this one. Do I have a volunteer, or do I pick a volunteer? No, right? Do I have I do have a volunteer. So who's going to be that one? Okay, okay. We got two instead of one. So let me ask Natalia, can you please read the useful expressions that we have right here?
Okay, that's good. I am glad to hear that. That's too bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay, thank you. So whenever we got an answer like how you feeling or how you doing, I'm doing great, we can reply with, oh, that's good, or I'm glad to hear that you're doing great. But when someone tell us like, I'm not feeling good, I got the flu, I got a stomach ache, we can say, oh, that's too bad, or I'm sorry to hear that, I hope you get better soon. So this information that we have right here is pretty useful, so we can know how to reply to someone that is giving us that kind of information. Now, guys, let me ask you, out of the grammar practice that we had, out of the speaking activity that we just complete, the useful expressions, the questions that we just answered, is there any question or is there something that is not clear that you would like for us to take another look, or to go with more examples, or is it clear?
Teacher,
It's clear, teacher.
the teacher, the pronunciation in backache and irrigate is correct, or headache?
Mhm. The first one, it is backache, backache, ache. The second one, it's basically the same, earache, earache, earache. The only difference in this case, guys, is that if we pay close attention to the way that we listen to the recording, they are like making, there are two words, of course, right? But they are like joining the sounds, linking the sounds to make it sound like it is one. They do not say backache. They just said backache, backache. And the same one with the one an ear, we can say earache, but they don't say it that way because it's just one word, earache, earache. So yeah, that's it. The same with, sure, the same with headache, stomach ache, toothache, and so on and so on. So I think that we had another question, right? Who was the one that raised the hand? No more questions?
Oh.
No? Okay. Okay. I'll take that as a no. Then if there's no questions, we can continue with the next activity. And on this one, guys, we were able to start taking a look on the body parts. Also, we learned how to describe how we feel, the different ways to reply to that, any of these conversations, and we got some useful expressions as well. Perfect. So we have another activity right here that it's related to listening, and it is, are you okay? I need someone helping me out reading the instructions that we have right here for letter A, for this activity, letter A. Can someone is going to help us, or someone is going to help us to read? Thank you, Kimberly. Please go ahead.
Where do these people hurt? Guess, write down the parts of the body.
Teacher, your microphone is off.
Thank you. What we're going to do right now, we're going to write down the part of the body that these people is not feeling good or it hurts to them. It's pretty like based on the images and information that we checked last class, it's going to be pretty easy for us. So what's the problem with Amber? What's the body part that she's not feeling good or it's hurting her?
Stomach ache.
Arm, his arm.
Okay, we got two different answers right now. Someone said stomach and someone says her arm.
Her
So,
arm.
okay, her arm. If we pay close attention, she's touching something in specific. In her arm, yes, but something in specific. What's that?
She is touching her elbow.
Elbow.
There you go. There you go. So yes, on the first one, it is her elbow. What about the next one? What about David? What's the problem with David?
He has a headache.
Headache. Okay. Okay. Yes, as we can see, right? He's touching like this, like he's having problems, like he's having a headache. What about the next one? What about Alisa? What's the problem with Alisa?
He's touched
Touch the eyes.
a
pain.
Okay, she's touching her eyes, right? Maybe she has dry eyes or something like that. Perfect. So yes. What about Nicholas? What's the problem with Nicholas?
In the teeth.
I touch the toothache.
Toothache.
I feel toothache.
Okay, what's the name for that kind of pain when you have problems right here?
Toothache.
Toothache. Toothache. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Now let's find out if that's correct. Let's find out if we got the right answers. Here we have a recording that we're going to play. So please, let's pay close attention. One moment, and here we go. Let me know if you can listen to the recording.
Page 80.
Can we?
Exercise 4. Listening.
Can we? Can we listen to the recording?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So we're going to play it and we're going to stop on the first one to see if that was the problem, okay? So here we go.
Are you okay? Part B. Listen to the conversations. Check your guesses. 1.
Ow!
Are you okay, Amber?
Not really. My elbow and wrist feel terrible. Ouch.
Do you want to rest?
Good idea.
Okay. So yes, we got it right. The problem with Amber, it was her elbow. Let's take a look with David.
2.
I think I'm gonna go home early. I don't feel well.
What's the matter, David?
I think I have a cold. I have a headache and I have a sore throat.
Oh, that's too bad. Get better, okay?
So with David, what's something different, right? He had a headache, but something else. What else?
cold.
He has a cold.
Okay, yeah, cold, but there was something else. What was that? Headache, cold, and
Sore throat.
sore throat. Yes, you got it. So he was under a lot of pain, right? Headache, cold, sore throat, a lot of different things at the same time. Let's move with the next one. Let's take a look with Alicia.
3.
Ooh.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's my eyes. They're really dry.
Well, take a break, Alyssa. Finish your work later.
Okay, thanks.
So what was the problem with Elisa?
use her eyes.
Yes, but they mentioned something in a specific. What was that?
Try.
Dry.
Dry.
Yes,
Yes.
dry eyes. So
Dry.
that was,
So dry eye.
yes, you're totally correct. So that was the problem with her. So if you're taking notes of that, that will be amazing. So you can get that to your vocabulary. Let's find out with Nico. Let's see if we got it right, or maybe it might be something different. Let's take a look.
4.
Here, have some ice cream, Nicholas.
Oh, I love ice cream, but I can't eat any cold food.
Why not?
I have a really bad toothache.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we got it right. It was toothache. Perfect. We got basically all of the problems that they are having at this moment. And here we can go ahead and take a look at something different. When we have like a health problem, we can go to the doctor, but we can also get some common remedies. Guys, let me ask you, what do you take whenever you have like a headache? What do you do when you have a headache? What's that common remedy that you got?
Aspirin.
Aspirin.
No.
Feel
Okay, what was that, Giovanni?
No.
Okay, what else? But I mean, aspirin, we got that from the doctor, or maybe we go to a pharmacy and we buy it. But there are some like common remedies like we got from our parents or for our grandparents maybe. Does some of you guys,
Ice pop.
what was that?
Use ice pop.
Okay. Maybe we might drink tea. We might get like some lemonade. I don't know. There are different things. So some of the common remedies that we have right here, we have like the chamomile tea, cough syrup, chicken soup, cold medicine, eye drops, aspirin, antacid, nasal spray, and ice pack. But what about the pronunciation of this? We're going to play another recording that is related to the pronunciation, so we can have it handy and we can know how to use it. Here we go.
Page 80. Exercise 5. Snapshot. Listen and practice. Common remedies.
Chamomile tea. Cough syrup. Chicken soup. Cold medicine. Eye drops. Aspirin. Antacid. Nasal spray. Ice pack.
Perfect. So what are we going to do right now? It's the following. Here we have two different questions. Well, a couple of questions at the end of this activity, and we're going to perform this using the common remedies that we have right here. We're going to work on groups. We're going to work with a partner, so you can ask what do they have, what do they take whenever they are sick. So here we have the questions. We have the questions right here, and I'm going to need someone helping me out reading the questions that we will be asking. Do we have a volunteer to read the questions that we have down there? Okay, thank you. Let me ask Ernesto, can you please read the first line, the first question? And Kimberly, please, you read the second one. Please go.
I can see the complete sentence.
You cannot see it?
Not see. No, I can see.
What about now?
What? Yes. What medication or home remedies do you use when you're sick?
Thank you. Kimberly, please go with the second one.
What remedies are good in your opinion? What remedies aren't good?
Okay, so what we're going to do is this. We're going to ask a partner this information, but we're going to add something else. So let's get more specific. So we can ask what medication or home remedies do you use when you have a headache, when you have a stomach ache, and the other person is going to give us different answer, not only using the images that we have right here, but also you can use the own remedies that you have whenever you're sick. Okay, so in that way we can have like a bigger conversation. We can have a longer conversation actually, and we can get that practice. So is it clear what we're going to do, guys? Is it?
Yes.
That's really great. So please go ahead and start with the practice. I'm going to open the breakout rooms. And for this activity, we're going to have 5 minutes. So here we go. Okay. Thank you guys. It was great, the practice that we were performing just a couple of minutes ago. It is important for us to get this vocabulary because it will be helpful and we will be able to express ourselves in a different way. Now that we complete the practice, it is time for something that we like a lot, okay? It is time for us to take a break. So we're going to take a 10 minutes break and we will be back at 7:42. So take your break and I'll see you in 10 minutes at 7:42. Enjoy your break, guys.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, guys, time's up. Time to go back to the class. Yes, I see you. I'd like to see that you're here. So let me ask you, Giovanni, in the last 10 minutes, what did you do? Did you had something? Did you had coffee, or you just drink water? What did you do?
Eat pupusas?
Okay, in 10 minutes, how many?
Yeah, it's so fast.
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Only two.
Only 2. Okay, okay. Yeah, that was great. Well, you did it great. I mean, 10 minutes, 2 pupusas. That's amazing. Thank you. What about you, Marta Yesenia? What did you do? Did you have coffee? Did you have tamales like
No,
Ernesto did last
no.
time? No?
I eat bananas and cottage cheese and drink milk.
Okay, okay. Well, usage of the time. What about you, Diana? What did you do on the break?
I listen music. I listen to music.
Okay, okay. That was good. What about you, Alison? What did you do?
I finished my homework.
Okay, that's really great. So you can have Saturday off. You're not gonna do anything on Saturday. That's amazing. And let me ask Jesus Carlos. Jesus, what did you do during the break?
I'm eating bread and coffee.
Okay, you had coffee. That's great. And let me ask finally, Eric. Eric, what did you do during the break?
I only go to the bathroom.
Oh, so you only went to the bathroom. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Perfect, guys. Thank you for sharing. Had I just drink water. I cannot drink coffee at this moment, but later on, later on. Perfect. So now let's continue with the activity. Here we have a conversation related to how do we feel and a conversation with a doctor. So we're going to perform this activity right now. It is a listen and practice activity. We will have the opportunity to, first of all, listen to the recording, and then we will do some practice. We will go to breakout rooms in order to practice this so we can have the conversation, we can switch roles and do all that stuff. But first of all, we got to play the recording. I'm going to share the audio right now. Let me know if you can listen to the recording. Here we go.
Page 81.
Can you? Do you listen to
Yes,
the audio?
teacher. Yes,
Okay.
teacher.
Yes,
Yes, I do.
Perfect. So let's pay close attention and let's follow their reading. Follow what they are saying. Here we go.
Exercise 6. Conversation. Try to relax. Listen and practice.
Hello, Ms. Lake. How are you today?
Not so good.
What's wrong exactly?
I'm exhausted.
Why are you so tired?
I don't know. I just can't sleep at night.
Okay, let's take a look at you.
A few minutes later,
I'm gonna give you some pills. Take 1 pill every evening after dinner.
Okay.
And don't drink coffee, tea, or soda.
Anything else?
Yes, try to relax.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Yun.
Okay, perfect. Imagine those instructions. Don't drink coffee, tea, or soda. Wow. Difficult, right? We cannot live without coffee. We can live without tea, but we cannot live without soda or coffee. Okay, so let's get some practice related to this conversation so we can use the terms, the terminology that they are using, the words. And I'm going to create, once again, the breakout rooms. And I'm going to ask you for something, guys. When we're reading, we got to be really careful with different things. One of the most important, it is that we got to respect the punctuation. Because as you can see, there are punctuations. Let me give you an example. On the first one, Dr. Jern, hello, there's a comma, we gotta make a pause. Hello, Miss Lake, how are you today? Because it is a question. We gotta be really careful with that, guys, so the other person understand that we are making a question. because if we don't respect punctuation or exclamation marks or question marks, the other person won't understand that we are asking. So please pay close attention on that. And I'm going to go breakout room, and then another one and another one. So I'm going to pay close attention to that. So please go ahead and do that. Let's pay or let's stay focused on the punctuation and intonation as well. Let's try to do it as they did it. Okay. So in that way, that will help our speech or way to speak. I'm going to divide it right now into the breakout rooms, and we can go ahead and start working on this. Okay. Here we go. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll be joining as well, so you can ask me. Irene, Jose, are you there? Can you listen to me? Okay, guys. Well, thank you for the participation. I was checking the different breakout rooms, and you were performing the activity you were doing, and you were switching roles, and that's really important because you kept that practicing going on. So, thank you for that. Now, it is time for us to move to the next activity that we have for today, and it's related to a listening activity. I think I have a call. Here we have some instructions. We gotta listen to Dr. June talk to 4 other patients. What does she give them? We gotta check the correct medications. So I'm going to play this recording so we can start with this exercise. But before to do that, let me ask you about the practice that we just had. Is there any question that you may have? Any new word, any pronunciation? Is there any doubt, or are we clear?
Me, teacher.
Yes, go ahead, please.
La correct pronunciation de exactly is the earth.
Which one? This one?
Yes.
Exhausted? Exhausted.
Yes.
I am exhausted.
Exhausted.
Yes.
Repeat, please.
Yes. For example, in this one, I'm exhausted. Exhausted. Here we have it as exhausted, but that's the way that we write the word, but we do not pronounce it that way. We say it, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted. Can you please repeat it? Exhausted.
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 Teacher, I'm sorry, please repeat.
Yeah, sure. For example, the sentence that we have right there, I'm exhausted. Exhausted.
Exhausted. Exhausted.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. And you also said like this one, right? Anything else? Else.
Yes.
Anything else?
Else.
Else. Anything else?
Thank teacher.
No, thank you for asking. Is there any other question that you may have, guys? Now is the time.
Teacher.
Yes.
La pronunciación de se escribe tiret, pero no sé cómo se pronuncia.
Oh,
Ajá,
this one?
Yes.
Oh, why are you so tired? Tired.
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 Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you for asking. Any other question? No? Okay. Let's move on then. And here we go with the listen activity. So here we have the instructions that we were reading about what we'll be doing right now. We're going to pay close attention to the indications that the doctor gives them. And we gotta decide which one of these medicines that we have right here is the one that the doctor is giving to her patients. So we're going to play the recording, then we're going to make a pause, and we're going to give our opinion to see if we can get what it's the recommendation and the medicine that she's giving to her patients. Let me share the audio. Let me know if you can listen to the recording, please.
Page 81.
Can you?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Thank you. So here we go. Let's pay close attention to the indications that she gives to their patients.
Exercise 7. Listening. I think I have a cold. Listen to Dr. Yoon talk to 4 other patients. What does she give them? Check the correct medications. 1.
What's the matter, Roberto?
I think I have a cold. I feel awful. I have a sore throat and a headache.
Okay, let's take a look. Yes, you have a cold. I'll give you some cold medicine. Take 1 pill every 4 hours. Do you have a cough, too?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you some cough syrup, too. I hope it helps.
Okay. Did we get what was the indication to Roberto in this case? What was the medicine that she gave him?
Cough syrup.
Cough
Syrup.
syrup and cold medicine.
Cold medicine.
Yes, it was cold medicine. And what was the other one besides cold medicine?
Cough syrup.
Cough syrup.
Cough
Cough syrup.
syrup.
Yes, you got it. Perfect. Now let's move with the next one. Let's see what happens with Courtney. Here we go. Pay close attention.
2.
What can I do for you, Courtney?
I have really itchy eyes. And, well, it's my nose.
Is it difficult to breathe?
A little. I think it's my allergies.
I see. Well, try these eye drops. And I'm gonna give you some nasal spray.
Thank you.
Okay. So what was the medicine that the doctor gave to Courtney?
Eye drops, nasal spray.
Nasal spray.
Okay, eye drops and nasal spray. Did you get what was the problem with her? She was having something in her eyes, right? But did you get what was that? She said that she had like itchy eyes. So she has like that feeling, right? Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Now let's move with Ryan. What's going on with Ryan? Here we go.
3.
How are you feeling today, Ryan?
Not so great. I have a really bad earache.
Let's take a look. I'm gonna give you some aspirin.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, don't go swimming for a week.
Okay. What was the indication to Ryan?
Aspirin.
Aspirin.
Take aspirin
Okay. And
and don't swimming.
yes, don't swim for a week, right? Okay. Now let's move with the next one. Samantha, here we go.
4.
How do you feel today, Samantha?
A little better, but I have a sore knee. It really hurts, actually.
Let me see. Yes. Well, I'm gonna give you some ice packs. Put one on your knee every evening for a few hours.
Okay. Thank you, doctor.
Okay, so what was the indication to Samantha?
Ice
packs.
Ice packs.
Okay, ice packs every couple of hours, right? Okay, thank you. So as you get to see, guys, we got the indications and we're getting familiar with the vocabulary that we have right here. So now when someone gets to you and says, I think I have a cold, so you can give a recommendation. Well, basically, it would be better if you go to the doctor, but in case that you have to give a recommendation, now we have some vocabulary in English that will be really helpful as well. Now, we have a pronunciation activity, and here we have something important that I was mentioning before. When we're reading, one of the things that we gotta be really careful and we gotta be really focused, it's intonation, guys. Intonation, it's the way that we speak, it's the way that we read, because intonation gives sense to what we're saying, and the other person understand what we're saying. So we don't cut the words, right? So we try to give it intonation. So here we have a listening and practice activity. Notice the intonation in these sentences. We're going to play another recording, and then we're going to repeat the words that we have right here. So here we go.
Page 81. Exercise 8. Pronunciation. Sentence intonation. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice the intonation in these sentences.
Take these pills.
Don't take cough syrup.
Drink some tea.
Don't drink coffee.
Try to relax.
Don't work too hard.
We're going to do it once again, and then we're going to repeat one by one. Here we go.
Page 81. Exercise 8. Pronunciation. Sentence intonation. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice the intonation in these sentences.
Take these pills.
Take this pill.
Don't take cough syrup.
Take this.
Drink some tea.
Don't drink coffee.
Try to relax.
Don't work too hard.
Okay, now it's the time for us to get some practice, and we're going to do it all at once. So we can understand each other. I'm going to read the sentence, and then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then all at once we're going to repeat it, okay? So we can understand each other. The first one, as you were able to listen, it was take these pills. So 1, 2, 3, go. Take these pills.
Take
Pills.
Pill.
Okay. The next one, drink some tea.
Drink
some
Drink some tea.
Okay. Next one, try to relax.
Try to relax.
To relax.
Next one, don't work too hard.
Don't
Okay.
work too hard.
Don't drink coffee.
Don't drink coffee.
Drink coffee.
Don't drink
Don't drink coffee.
Yes. Next one, don't take cough syrup.
Don't
Take
If you notice, guys, sometimes it looks like we're singing, right? Like we're singing the words that we have right here, but that's the intonation that we gotta give. Sometimes it might look like funny, but if we do it that way, we're doing it in a proper way. So with this pronunciation, guys, the intonation, is there any question that you may have about why intonation it is important, or why do we have to try to do it as we listen on the recording, or is it clear? Or do you want to repeat it one more time? Please feel free to let me know. Is there any question?
No, teacher.
No. Okay. So from now on, I'm expecting from you guys, when we're performing an activity like a conversation, that we gotta keep this intonation. Let's try to keep it, because if you do it from now, it will get easier later on, and that will be something that you will be highlighted for that, because you will have that intonation. Perfect. That being said, it is time for us to move to a grammar focus activity. In this one, it's a little bit different, because this one is talking about something that we already know, but it is important for us to get like a refresh about this, a refresher. This one, it's about imperatives. What are imperatives? Like instructions, like orders that we gotta, that we use sometimes. For example, here we have a couple of examples, and I'm going to need someone helping me out reading this part right here, and another one to help me out reading the imperatives that we have right here. So who's going to be the first one, reading just these 3 examples that we have right here? If you want to be a volunteer, please raise your hand. Okay, we have the 2 volunteers already. Thank you. So Kimberly, can you please go ahead and read just these 3 examples right here?
Okay. Get some rest. Drink lots of juice. Take 1 pill every evening.
Thank you. So Natalia, can you please read the other 2 examples that we have right there?
Okay. Don't stay up late. Don't drink soda. Don't work too hard.
Okay. If you can notice, this is like imperatives, like we're giving orders, right? Don't do that. Don't drink this. Don't work too hard. Get some rest. Drink a lot of juice. Take 1 pill every evening, are like instructions that we're giving, right? So here we have the grammar plus related to this. And we're going to get a little bit deeper on this one. here we have the rules and some recommendation in order to use imperatives. For this part, I'm going to need 2 volunteers to help me out reading the first point and the next one. So 2 volunteers. Who's going to be the first one? Thank you. So Jose, can you please help me out with the first one? And Giovanni with the next one. And Ernesto, you're gonna help me with the instructions later on. So please, Jose, go ahead.
Use the base form of the verb in affirmative imperatives. Go home and rest, Miss Lake.
Use don't more base form of the verb in negative imperative. The form doesn't change. Don't go to work today, Mrs.
Okay, thank you guys. So for the first one, we have the first instruction that we gotta use the base form of the verb when we're talking about affirmative imperatives. And here we have the first example: go home and rest, Miss Lake. On the second one, we're talking about the negative usage of the affirmatives. We don't change anything. Basically, we gotta use the base form of the verb in negative imperatives. And the example that we have is don't go to work today, Miss Lake. So as you can see, even though we're using affirmative or negative, we gotta keep using the base form of the verb. There's nothing that we gotta change. It is not like we're talking about ing, right? That we gotta add ing at the end or we gotta add ed at the end. No, in this case, we just use it as it is in its main form, in its base form. Here we have some instructions in order to put into practice what we were doing on the previous page and what we're doing right now. And we have the instructions right here. Read the situations, give people advice, use the phrases in the box in order to fill the blanks that we have right there. So there are only 6 sentences, well, 5, because the first one, it's been answered already. So there are only 5 sentences that we gotta complete, and we gotta use the information that we have right here on this box. What are we going to do? We're going to read the sentence, we're going to think about the context, and we will see, oh, what's the one that fits in this particular sentence? I think it's work too hard. And then we're gonna read it. If it makes sense, so we keep it, right? If it doesn't make sense, we change it. In order to complete this activity, I'm going to go ahead and create the breakout rooms once again so you can keep working on this. For this activity, we're only going to have 5 minutes, and then we go back to the main room and we're going to share the answer. If by any chance we made a mistake, we're going to fix it. But when we are sharing this information with the whole class. So now let me ask you guys, is it clear what we're going to do right now?
Y me dijo, pon esta canción, te la dedico, me dijo, y empezó a cantar y hasta la mano me agarró el bicho del ojo. Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Teacher,
perfect. Yes.
please repeat the instruction, please.
Sure. What we're going to do right now is we're going to work on the breakout rooms, and we're going to fill in the blanks that we have right here. We gotta read the sentence that we have. For example, Dave, I can sleep at 9. And then we gotta select one of the complements that we have right here in order to make or to give an answer. For example, I can sleep at 9. Don't drink coffee in the evening. It is like a suggestion that we're giving, but using the imperatives. So we're going to take the sentence that we have right here, and we're going to put it in the one that fits the conversation. So the one that makes sense, right? So that's what we will be doing. We're going to do that with the 5 different sentences that we have right here. We're going to use the imperatives that we have here. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, teacher.
That being said, it is time for us to start working on this. So let's get some practice. And once that we're, yes, Giovanni? Do you have a question?
No, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So once that we're done with the sentences, please try to read it. So what you can do, or what we'll be doing is, for example, if I'm working with Jose, we're going to work on the sentences, we're going to complete it, and then I'm going to read the 6 sentences. And then Jose is going to read them he's going to read the 6th sentence so we can get feedback and we can get more practice, okay? So I'm going to create the breakout rooms right now. If you have any question, I'll be going from breakout room to breakout room. So please feel free to ask, feel free to share any thought that you may have. And we'll start working right now on this. Just one moment. Thank you guys for the participation. I was checking the different breakout rooms, and I'm able to see that all of you were doing some practice. All of you were like solving and filling the blanks that we had to do for this activity. I came across to some of similar questions. One is related to a pronunciation about one word, antacid, antacid. Some of you were struggling with that pronunciation. So just in case that you have the question, the pronunciation for the word, it is antacid, antacid. Let me share the book once again so we can finally get the answers for this activity. And remember, guys, that in this case, we had some instructions. And the instructions were read the situation, give the people advice, use the phrases in the box. It doesn't mean that we couldn't add anything else to the phrase. In some particular cases, we gotta add something. Remember that we're talking about imperatives. So we're supposed to add in some scenarios, in this case, something extra. And let's see what answers did you get for these sentences and how did you complete it. So I'm going to ask you randomly one by one in order to give me the answer um, for the sentence. The first one, I'm going to read it, and it says, Dave, I can't sleep at night. And the answer, or the suggestion in this case, it was, don't drink coffee in the evenings so you can sleep at night, of course, right? About the number two, let me ask someone else. Let me ask Alison Jasmine. Alison, can you please give me read the whole sentence starting from Cody, and then give me your answer.
Okay. Cody, I have a headache. Take 2 aspirins.
Okay, thank you. That was great. Now let me ask Ernesto. Ernesto, can you please read number 3 and give us your answer to that one, or the recommendation, the advice that you think would be appropriate in that case?
Okay. Lucia, I work 12 hours a day. I work 12 hours a day. Don't work too hard.
Thank you. Yes, and this one was one of the scenarios that I was talking about, because the sentence that we have right here, it is work too hard, right? But we're giving an advice, so we gotta use an imperative, and Ernesto did it great. Don't work too hard. Well done. What about number 4? Let me ask someone about number 4. In that one, it's going to be, let me ask Jose. Jose, can you please give us the answer for number 4?
My legs hurt. Don't exercise today or tomorrow.
Yes, thank you. Once again, he's using an imperative in order to give an advice. We cannot say just like exercise today or tomorrow. We're giving an advice, don't do it, don't do that, don't do it. So thank you. Yes, Jose?
We have a question with Kimberly.
Okay.
In this case, we don't use do. Don't do exercise today or tomorrow.
Uh-huh. So you just did it like exercise today or tomorrow? Is that your question? You didn't use it, or?
It will be don't exercise today or tomorrow, or we should say don't do.
Oh, okay, I get it. Well, in this particular case, if we read the whole sentence, my legs hurt. So don't exercise today or tomorrow. We don't need to add do, because it's like redundancy, because we're already telling the person don't work out or don't exercise. So we don't have to add do. Okay?
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Sure, you're welcome. Thank you for asking. What about number 5? Number 5, someone that is smiling. Ernesto. No, you already participated. Now let me ask someone else. Let me see who wants to participate. I know that's you, Giovanni. I see that you want to participate. So please go ahead and give us the answer for number 5.
Okay, people. Minho, I have a toothache. Eat any cold food.
Eat any cold food. Okay. Yeah, we can leave it as it is. It is a recommendation. We can say eat cold food. If we take a look, something right here, really quick, guys, about the previous exercise that we had right here. Here we have some options. Right here, like recommendations. Get some rest, drink lots of juice, take 1 pill every evening. So this information that we got at the very beginning, it will be helpful for us in order to give the answers to this one. But in the case of number 5, we can leave it as it is. Oh, we can leave it as it is. So I have a toothache, eat any cold food or get any cold food. But in this particular scenario, we just leave it as it is. Eat any cold food. So thank you. What about number 6? Is there someone that wants to help us out with number 6? It's the last one. Number 6. Thank you, Kimberly. Please go ahead.
I have an awful stomach. Take an antacid.
Take an antacid. Yes, you're totally right. So guys, as you were able to see in some scenarios right here, we just need to add, like, since it's a recommendation, the person it's telling us a problem, we can call it a problem. So we're giving a recommendation, like the first example that we have right here. I can sleep at 9, so I'm giving you an advice. Don't drink coffee in the evening so you can sleep. Or the one that Ernesto gave us. I work 12 hours a day. Don't work too hard. It's a recommendation. It is a suggestion, an advice. My legs hurt, so don't exercise today or tomorrow because your legs hurt. So that's the way that we use the imperatives in this particular scenario, giving advices, giving reasons to the other person to do or what to do or not to do. Amazing. Now, since we already mastered the imperatives, this next exercise will be piece of cake for us. So in this one, we're going to complete the sentences using the correct forms of the words in the box. For example, we have the first one, call a dentist. The next one, don't worry too much. So basically, in this particular case, the only thing that we gotta do is use the words that we have on the box in order to complete the sentences right there. So we have from number 3 until number 8. We're going to work on this for the next 5 minutes, and then we're going to share the answer. The instructions are exactly the same instructions. We just need to use the words that we have on the box in order to complete the sentences. We're going to go back to the breakout rooms in order to complete this, and then we will share our answers. I'll be going breakout room and after another one and another one. So if you have any question, you are free to ask. So here we go, and we will be back in 5 minutes.
¿Qué pasó? No entiendo. Ya. No puedo salir porque no me han pasado lista todavía. Listo.
Thank you guys for the participation. Now that we already complete this activity, it is time for us to share the answers. So let me share once again my screen so we can compare the answers that we got to see if we got them right. So for the first one, we already have the answer, which is call a dentist. The second one, don't worry too much. What about number 3? Do we have the answer for number 3 based on the box that we have up here? Do we have a volunteer? Does someone wants to share what would be the answer? What would be the word? Oh, we have a couple of volunteers. So let me see. Fatima, can you please give us the answer for number 3?
Take a hot bath.
Take a hot bath. Yes. What about number 4? Ernesto, can you give us the answer for number 4?
Not go to school.
Not go to school. Okay. Number 5. Can you give us the answer, Kimberly? Number 5.
Stay in bed.
Stay in bed. Yes. What about number 6? We have
Me?
number 6. We have Jose. Can you please give us the answer for number 6?
See a doctor.
See a doctor. Yes. What about number 7? For number 7, we have
Me,
Giovanni.
teacher. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh, you help us with the next one, with number 8. But for number 7, Giovanni, can you please give us the answer?
Okay. Don't drink coffee.
Don't drink coffee. Okay, thank you. What about number 8?
Not eat any candy.
Okay, thank you. As you guys were able to see, we're basically using the same words related to the imperatives in order to complete these sentences. But when we're talking about imperatives, and as we did it on the previous exercise, it helps us in order to give good advices, right? Not only to tell people what to do, but also to give advices. And it will be great because for this last activity, which is related to speaking, we are supposed to give good advice. And we're going to use your creativity in order to give a suggestion to these people that they are having some problems right here. The first one, it is this one. And she's having some problems. She says, my feet hurt. So what advice can we give her? What can we advise using imperatives?
See a doctor.
Okay, thank you.
Don't use high side.
Okay, so in this case, it would be don't use high heels, like
Yes,
high heels.
this is
Yes.
Don't work too hard.
Okay, yes. Maybe she has to work a lot, right? Okay, we got 3 different advices. Perfect. What about the next one? On the second one, I have a sore wrist. Sore wrist. And actually, he's touching his wrist right now because he's under a lot of pain. What advice can we give him?
don't type more.
Okay, yes. Maybe he spends a lot of time like typing, right? What else can we suggest?
Do
What was that?
massage.
Take a break.
Take a break. Yes, that's a good one. What did you say, Alison?
Do massage. 10
Oh,
or
okay.
5 minutes.
Okay, like a massage, right? Like in order to feel better. Okay, perfect. We had 3 different great advices for this one. What about number 3? My eyes are dry. What can we suggest her? What advice can we give her?
Use eye drops.
That's a good one. Use eye drops. Okay. What else?
Don't watch
See a
TV.
doctor.
Don't watch maybe too much TV, right? Don't watch too much
See a
TV.
doctor.
Take a nap.
Okay, yeah, see a doctor or take a nap so she can get some rest on her eyes. Okay, perfect. There were 4 different really great advices. What about the next one? On the next one, I can sleep at night. What can we suggest?
Don't drink coffee.
Okay, that's a good one. What else?
Don't use the cell phone in the bed.
Okay, yes.
Don't worry too much.
Yeah, right. Maybe he's thinking about money problems or job problems, and that's why he cannot sleep. Perfect. We got three different good one. Is there anything else that we can advise him? So yes.
Drink chamomile tea.
Okay. Yes. So he can get like relaxed. Perfect. So guys, as you can see,
Try to relax.
try to
Count to
relax.
sleep.
Okay.
Exercise.
Okay. Maybe with
Take a hot bath. Bath.
Mhm.
Count to cheap.
Cheaper. Like counting ships. One ship, two ships, two gotta. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. So guys, as you can see, all the practice that we just performed, all the practice that we just did, the different exercises, led us to this point. So we are able to provide examples. We are able to provide advices based on all the activity that we just performed, and in this particular case, based on the imperatives. So all the practice that we always are doing, it is to get to this point. So we get familiar not only with the topic, not only with the words, but whenever we come across to this type of scenarios, we can get an answer like right away as you just did. So perfect. That's amazing. Here we have another activity that because of the time, we're not going to perform, and it is act out the problems from part 8. Your classmate give an advice. So because of the time, we're not going to do it like we're supposed to do it on breakout rooms, like practicing, speaking, and making up different stories, because that's the purpose, right? To speak more. And the more we speak, the better. And the best practice that we can get is when we get divided into the different breakout rooms. But we're going to read it. We're going to read it as a class. So here we have letter 8 and letter B, and I'm going to need one volunteer to help me out reading just this part, letter A, letter B, and another one to help me out reading the second one, letter A and letter B. Let me see. Thank you to the ones that are always raising their hand to participate. So with this one, Kimberly is going to help me, and with the second one, Jose is going to help me. So Kimberly, you do this. Jose, you go with this too. Go, please.
Okay. I don't feel well. What's the matter?
My feet hurt. I have an idea. Take a hot bath and don't.
And don't walk too much, maybe. That might be another idea, right? Yes, perfect. So guys, here we have another way that we can handle this type of scenarios when we get this type of answers. I don't feel well. And what's the matter? What's going on? Why are you not feeling better? And then we get the reason. My feet hurt. I have an idea. Take a hot bath and don't walk too much. Or I have an idea and get some rest, get a break, different things, right? So the practice that we got to help us in order to do this. That's perfect, guys. Thank you for the participation. We're going to stop right here because of the time. In next class, we're going to start with this reading activity. And as you can see, this one looks really great, looks really amazing with some facts and some do you know your body? We have some different topics right here. We have some different affirmation that we gotta decide if it's true or if it is not. In order to conclude the class, guys, let's do the attendance. So I'm going to call your name. If you're here, please say present, and I'm going to take the attendance, okay? So let me get started with Alison Jasmine,
Present.
Carolina Esmeralda, Cecilia Hernández, Cecia Cristibel,
Present.
thank you. Daniela Alejandra,
Here.
thank you. Diana Estefanía Avelar,
Present.
Emily Abelisa,
Present.
Thank you. Eric Josué Girón.
Present.
Ernesto Manzano.
Present.
Evelyn Paola. Gabriela Michelle Montes. Gabriela Michelle Montes. No. Giovanni Alexis Wenza.
Present, teacher.
Irene Berenice Coreas.
Present.
Jacqueline Lisette Landaverde. Jacqueline. Harold Josué Ruiz. Jesús Carlos García.
Present.
José Antonio Rodríguez.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Kimberly y Betsy Wenza.
Present, teacher.
Marjorie Velázquez.
Present.
Marta Peñate.
That's me, teacher.
Thank you. Natalia Marina Castillo.
That's my name.
Natalie Valeria Acevedo. Norma Isabel Recinos.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Raquel Castillo Mena.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Reina Esperanza Núñez. Rina Patricia Ortiz.
Present, teacher.
Salma Anaí Villalta. William José Avelar.
Here I am, teacher.
Okay. Senia Stephanie Barahona.
Present, teacher.
Xiomara Elizabeth Guevara.
Present, teacher.
Fátima Janet Machuca.
Present.
René Misael Vázquez.
Here, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Guys, before to conclude the class, let me ask you, out of the topics that we just covered today, is there any question that you may have, or is it clear?
It's clear, teacher.
It's clear, teacher.
It is clear, teacher.
It's
Okay,
clear,
perfect.
teacher.
So give me just one moment, please. Do not leave just yet. Give me just 1 second. Okay, if there's no any question, I'll see you on Monday. So I really hope that you have a really great weekend. Get some rest, study, so we can start on Monday with a new topic and new activities. I'll see you on Monday, and I'll let you go. Have a great night and have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher, good
Bye-bye.
night.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, teacher.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Oh, my mind.
Thank you.